Welcome back to video number 3 of the Gibby O'Brien Halloween Extravaganza or Halloween Spectacular, whatever I'm calling it, whatever I called it in the previous 2 videos. In the last video, I said in the second video for this extravaganza, Halloween Extravaganza Spectacular, I said we were going to be doing my top 10 films, my top 10 horror films from the decade of 2020, from the current decade, the 2020s so far. But it's actually that's actually the fourth video. The third video is the best kill from 15, from my pick, from some horror movie killers. I have picked 15 horror movie killers. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger of Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason Voorhees of Friday the 13th, Michael Myers of Halloween, Leatherface of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Pennywise from It, Chucky of Child's Play, the Child's Play franchise, Dr. Hannibal Lecter of the Silence of the Lambs franchise, Leprechaun of, aka the little shit of the Leprechaun franchise, Carrie of Carrie, The Thing of The Thing, the Sharks from Jaws, the Predators from the Predator franchise, the Aliens from the Alien franchise, and finally Jigsaw of the Saw franchise, aka John Kramer, and finally Ghostface. And that's obviously the best kill done by either, the best kill from the Scream franchise done by either Billy Stu of the first film, Nancy Mickey of the second film, Roman of the third film, Jill Charlie of the fourth film, Richie Amber of the fifth film, Quinn Detective Bailey and Ethan Landry of the sixth film. We're going to start at the top with the best kill from the Dream Demon. He will haunt you in your dreams. It's Freddy Krueger. He will haunt you in your dreams and make them nightmares. It's Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is one of the greatest horror movie characters of all time, let alone one of the greatest horror movie killers of all time. He has had some very memorable kills over his films. But the best kill that has been done by Freddy Krueger is that of Glenn Lance from the original Nightmare on Elm Street, played by everyone's favourite pirate, Johnny Depp. Glenn was pulled through his bed. After falling asleep, he was pulled through his bed, and then a geyser of blood blasts out from a Glen-shaped hole in his own bed. This, for me, is the best kill, played by Johnny Depp, who was, at the point of Nightmare on Elm Street, a very, very young actor. And it's the best kill because of how creative it is. Freddy's doesn't do that. Freddy's kills can be creative. Some can be creative great. Some can be creative bad. Some can be creative terrible. But this is one of his interests. This is one of his new ways of killing that really impacts not just anyone who watches the original Nightmare on Elm Street, but horror, not just of people who watch the original Nightmare on Elm Street, but of people who bring up Glenn Lance when talking about the Nightmare on Elm Street trilogy franchise. We're now staying with the slashers. We're now going over to Freddy Krueger's biggest rival, Jason Voorhees. When it comes to choosing Jason's kill, there are two options. We have Julian from Jason Takes Manhattan, and Adrian from Jason X. However, I have edged it to Adrian from Jason X, who had a liquid nitrogen face smash. Her face was grabbed by Jason, pushed into a vat of liquid nitrogen, lifted up, and then her face that is frozen with liquid nitrogen is then smashed on the table, exposing her insides. I edged towards Adrian. One, I felt it was just more creative than Julian having his head knocked off after a long-winded fight against Jason. And I just feel like people would be a bit mad if I chose a death from Jason Takes Manhattan as the best kill that Jason has ever had. So I had just edged it to Adrian from Jason X for those few reasons. We're now finishing off the big three with Michael Myers. Michael Myers. Michael Myers has had some great kills throughout his movies. From the original Halloween to the most recent Halloween Ends, which we'll talk about in the next video. However, for me, the one kill he had that made the most impact for me is that of Dr. Sartain from the first film of the recent Halloween trilogy, Halloween 2018. He has his head smashed in with the foot of Michael Myers after saying to Michael, after asking Michael to show him his face. Yeah. Leatherface, Michael Myers, his best kill, Dr. Sartain. Mainly because I think it was a bit of justified karma, since Dr. Sartain was the person who helped Jason escape custody early on in the film, in the Halloween 2018. We're finished with the big three, but we're going to go to someone who just misses out on being called a member of the big three, and that is the silent killer, that is Leatherface. Leatherface does have a chainsaw, but he doesn't use it a lot. And luckily, the best kill he's had, he didn't need. But luckily for the best kill that Leatherface has had, he didn't need a chainsaw, because it's Kurt from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre who got a hammer to the head. For me, this is Leatherface's best kill. Kurt from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the best kill for two reasons. It is a very quick and painless death for Kurt, and then there's the iconic, if you've watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, door slam that ends the kill before the film continues. That caps off the kill before the film continues on. We're now going from a human in Leatherface to a deity in Pennywise from the It franchise. Pennywise's best kill, in my opinion, was his first kill in the novel was his first kill in the novel of it, and his first kill in the 1919 and his second kill in the 1990 miniseries, and that is Mr. Georgie Denborough, who had his arm bitten off. This is the best kill by far, for only a few reasons. A kid getting their arm ripped off, brutal. And it's kind of a ridiculous way to go. But it's so ridiculous, it kind of works. And that's what makes it the best. Next up, we're on to another supernatural being. This time we're on to Chucky, or Charles Lee Ray. Chucky's best kill comes from his TV series. And that is of Maya Cross, Lexi's mum from the TV series. Chucky is known for some creative kills. You've got a kill in Child's Play 2 where he replaces a toy worker's eyes with toy eyes. You've got him shockingly causing someone to have a heart attack in Saw 3. You had a scalp kill also in Saw 3. And yeah, he loves killing, and he loves doing good kills. He has really good kills, and Maya Cross is no exception. Maya Cross, Lexi's mum from the TV series, was sawed in half vertically by a chainsaw. I did feel like Don Mancini, the creator of Chucky, really stepped it up when it came to some kills in the Chucky TV series. And Maya Cross's death definitely proves that it was amazing, super bloody, and shocking as it comes out of nowhere, and is for me, Chucky's best kill. Next up, Dr. Hannibal Lecter. I can happily say Dr. Hannibal Lecter is a cannibal, and I can happily say that Hannibal Lecter's best kill in the Hannibal franchise, in the Silence of the Lambs franchise, does involve his profession, and that is the character Paul Krenner played by the late great. Paul Krenner, let's say, his brain got fried. First, he has his cranium removed. And then, to cap things off, Hannibal Lecter takes Paul Krenner's frontal lobes out of his brain, out of his cranium, and feeds them straight to the helpless man who is tied up in a chair with his brain exposed. So yeah, Dr. Hannibal Lecter. He's a cannibal, and he uses his cannibalism to nab, in my opinion, his best kill from the Silence of the Lambs franchise. Next up, we go to the little shit, also known as the Leprechaun. And the Leprechaun's best kill came from his 2018 film Leprechaun Returns, and it is of Ozzy, a character from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leprechaun does the unthinkable and bursts out of Ozzy's limb, Ozzy's gut, limb by limb, and then pushes his head through Ozzy's gut as well before fully exiting Ozzy's body, which is now mangled. Ozzy definitely, as a character, definitely deserved way better than being killed off in Leprechaun Returns. So early on as well. But then again, it's a very cool kill. And for me, Leprechaun's best kill from the Leprechaun franchise. Carrie, Margaret, her own mum. This is when Carrie kills her mum in the original film. When she is pinned to a wall by various utensils in a sacrificial way. Margaret, the reason why it's the best character, the best kill that Carrie's had. One, with Margaret White being religious, to kill her in a religious way was really fun to watch. And more importantly, Margaret White was lawful and deserved her death. Now we're going Alien. We're going to an Alien. We're going to the Alien category with The Thing from The Thing. And we have Copper from The Thing, from the original Thing from 1982. Who has his arms ripped off. By what? Well, the Alien in The Thing isn't your typical horror movie killer, but it sure has one heck of a kill. Not only is it Copper has his arms bitten off by a chest, by a gut, and you'll be like, by a belly, and you may see them like, that doesn't sound right. Copper had his arms ripped off by a belly of one of his co-workers, Norris. Copper was trying to use the defibrillators to bring Norris back to life, but when he does it one time too many, and Norris's chest opens up into a pair of big ass chompers, and it chomps at Copper's arms, completely ripping them off before he squeals and falls to the ground. And then the kill was followed with Norris's head detaching from his body and running around the Copper's workplace before eventually being put to flame. It's the sounds that accompany it that give it that extra oomph, and makes it super legendary. And the scene that I said that happens after also helped a lot. We're going away from Aliens for now, and we're going to talk about the shark from Jaws. In the shark from Jaws, we have Quint from the original Jaws, mauled to death. I don't really need to explain this. If you've watched horror movies, I don't think I need to. Then I don't think I'll need to. If you like horror movies, then I don't think I need to explain myself to you when it comes to Quint's kill as the best kill done by one of the sharks in the Jaws franchise. The films, the Jaws 3D and Jaws The Revenge, not great films, and the kills aren't the best. Jaws 2, good kills, okay, decent film. Jaws is an amazing film, one of the best films of all time, and the kills are more memorable than kills from the rest of the franchise. And Quint's is just the best, by far. We're now back to Aliens for the next two, because we've got the Predators up first. The Predator's best kill comes from the most recent Predator film, Prey, which involved a bunch of French fur trappers in the film, and it was a giant massacre. Prey is the perfect reboot to the Predator franchise, and its most brutal and effective kill, for me, is the best kill in the Predator franchise because of how fun it is to watch. Seeing a bunch of bad people get mauled to death. That's me, in a nutshell. Sticking with the alien theme again, we've got the aliens from Alien, and this one's obvious. It's the greatest kill of all time. It's Kane from the original Alien, who was killed with the iconic Chest Buster. And because it's the most iconic horror movie kill of all time, it's the best kill. Not just done by an alien, but done by any any horror movie killer that I can think of. Next up, Jigsaw. Jigsaw, aka John Kramer. We have a kill from the slightly controversial film Saw 3, and it's Timothy from that film, where he is killed by a trap called the Rack, which does some horrific things, which we'll mention soon. When it came to Saw, it was the trickiest decision I had to make. This was the trickiest decision. It was the trickiest decision in this video when I was originally writing the script, because there are so many good kills throughout the Saw franchise done by John Kramer, or people who worked with him, like Amanda from killing Carrie in Saw 3, or Logan killing Detective Halloran in Jigsaw, or Mark Hoffman killing Jill Tuck in Saw 3D using the reverse bear trap. But I edged it to Timothy killed using the Rack because it scares me more than the reverse bear trap. Believe it or not, and Jill's Tuck kill by the reverse bear trap would be a close second to Timothy's kill. So basically what happens is what the Rack does to Timothy is it twists his arms, legs and head around very slowly, and the main character of this film, Slow Ass Mother Effing Jeff, which is the nickname given to him, or as you can call him, Jeff, is trying to save Timothy by, working out how the trap works. But as Jeff's trying to work out how the trap how to save the trap, Timothy's limbs start being twisted inside out. First his left arm, slowly. First his left arm, then his right arm, then his left leg, then his right leg. And before Jeff can save Timothy, his head is turned around and he dies. It's my favourite kill, just ahead of Jill Tuck using the reverse bear trap, because it's a little bit more brutal, and, in my opinion, and it's a lot more hard to watch because of how long it takes for Timothy's limbs to be twisted inside out. And like I said, Slow Ass Mother Effing Jeff certainly did not help the situation. Made the death funny, but definitely did not help Timothy's situation. And the kill was actually done by a trap made or orchestrated by John Kramer, not one of his disciples in Lawrence Gordon or Mark Kaufman or Amanda. So yeah, best kill, Jigsaw's best kill, Timothy from Saw 3. And finally, final horror movie killer we're going to choose the best kill for is Ghostface. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Ghostface identities to pick from. Bill, Stu, Nancy Loomis, Mickey, Roman, Jill, Charlie, Richie, Amber, Quinn, Detective Bailey, or Ethan. It's like brackets Landry, because that's not actually his real name. The best kill done by one of the 12 people who donned the Ghostface mask was tough, but in the end, there was one obvious answer, and that was, of course, Casey Becker, who was killed by the mastermind of the first films, Ghostface Murder Spree, Billy Loomis, who is one of the best characters in the Scream franchise. I don't need to know. If you know Scream, you know the scene, so I don't need to explain the scene to you. If you don't know the scene and haven't watched it, or you know the scene but haven't watched it, then Please watch it. The scene and kill are so iconic. It just had to be, for me, the best kill from the Scream franchise. But it is, for me, one close by. Tatum, also in the original Scream, the doggy door death. And the death that shocked everyone in Scream 5, and that is of Dewey, where he gets stabbed in the gut twice. That is it for this video, where I went through 15 horror movie killers, different horror movie killers, and picked my favourite kill from each of them. So that is episode 3 of the Gibby O'Brien Halloween Extravaganza. Done and dusted. The 4th video is the video I mentioned. Is the video that I thought was the 3rd video in when I was talking about the 3rd video in the 2nd video. The 4th video is my top 10 horror movies from the 2020s, and then the final video for this Gibby O'Brien Halloween Extravaganza so spectacular is going through each of those top 10 and picking the best kill from each of those top 10 entries. Until those final 2 videos of this Gibby O'Brien Halloween Extravaganza so spectacular, I am out. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to catch up with all my future videos, to know when all my future videos are out. Until those future videos, including the final 2 videos of this Halloween Gibby O'Brien special, I'm out. Peace. Bye.